Yo, YouTube. What is going on? Dino Bam Bam here, the 10-7 MMA. Happy to be back with another pre-fight live. And yes, we are about 45 minutes too late for this fight night, but we had some stuff going on before, so my bad for that. Either way, I am super goddamn excited. Josh Emmett versus Dale Chino Kevin Vallejos, my boy, my favorite prospect in all of MMA. I'm excited to see him. The rest of this card, pretty decent, low-key for a fight night. It might be better, like fight for fight, than what we had last week, which was a BMF fight, which was awesome. Charles Oliveira, shout out the new champ. The champion has a name, and it's Charles do Bronx Oliveira. I'm excited, boys. I'm excited to talk about this card. Zapper in the chat. What's good, my N-word? How are you, Zapper? What's going on, brother? What is going on? Yeah, boys, I'm excited, man. I love me some Kevin Vallejos. He has a lot of, like, Ilia Topuria to me. You know what I'm saying? He's like a young Ili Tapturo, and the kid's just a fucking beast. He's an absolute beast. I don't know if these odds are live or current. I'm going to check that out right now, actually. DraftKings, let's see what they got going on. DraftKings, UFC. Check out the current odds. Let's see. He isn't, yeah, same odds, minus 550 plus 410. So those odds have not moved all goddamn week. Love that. Love that. Yeah. Look, man, I mean, let's talk about this main event, I guess, right? Until we get some people in here. I've also invited DS, so we'll see if he'll be joining us soon. Zapper says Kevin Vallejos, a future champion, and I just know it. If you ain't on the train, I don't know what you're doing. Zapper, man, I love this kid, man. I've been on the train since the first Contender Series fight against Gene Silva. I was like, man, this kid looks raw. I like the Argentinian fighters in general, right? All those dudes. I think all those young guys are exciting as hell. Esteban Ribovics, all those guys. I saw this dude, and I was like, man, this guy's a stud. And then he lost to Gene Silva on the Contender Series. Then you see what Gene Silva did in the UFC when he first got here, and it's super goddamn impressive, man, because Kevin Vallejos didn't get finished by Gene Silva. Gene Silva's been flatlining damn near everybody. So, yeah, super excited about this kid. I'm seeing minus 550, and I get it, right? It makes some sense, but Josh Emmett's a beast, guys. He looked really goddamn good on the scales yesterday. Josh Emmett is like 42 years old. He's an older guy, right? And at 145, it's super impressive that he's still around the top, and he's been really goddamn good, but I just think Kevin Vallejos a little too much for this guy at this point. Zapper, it's rare to see an MMA fighter with real boxing and not just a 1-2 and an occasional hook. Exactly, man. I love his footwork. I love the way that he's able to kind of cut his opponents off, right? Me and DS were talking about that on the live that we did earlier this week. It's a lot of these young boxers, right? Young boxers in the UFC, they have great, like, forward movement, great backward movement. Like, they move well in a straight line. Kevin Vallejos does a great job cutting off his opponents. His footwork left and right while he's attacking is unbelievable, man. Absolutely love it. Zapper, hey, guys, give me 1 second. 1 second. I'll be right back. Do not leave. We're back. Technical difficulties. Had to take care of something. But yeah, awesome, man. Footwork, crazy for Kevin Vallejos. Finishing power, like, he's got power in his hands. He's got fast hands. He's got fast feet, great movement. The kid's super goddamn legit, man, and he looks the part. He looks absolutely the part. Soon enough, we're going to get a rematch with him and Gene Silva in the UFC, and that's going to be an absolute freaking banger. By the way, guys, my mic, does it sound good? I've been having some mic issues. I don't know how to set it up, so hopefully it sounds all right. Co-main event, scary, right? I'm going Jillian Robertson in this one, but a scary fight, man. I love picking Jillian Robertson. You guys know that. That's my girl. You pick her, she wins. It's like always safe. Jillian Robertson by sub, always a beautiful prop. Amanda Lemos, man, she's getting on in age, but she's a big lady, man. She can fucking do some shit to Jillian Robertson. Like, if Jillian Robertson, who looked kind of shitty on the scales, does not like, if she doesn't get her game plan going, she's popped. She's absolutely popped. So I'm going Jillian Robertson. I'm trusting her in this one, but Amanda Lemos is scary on the feet for somebody who's stand-up not so goddamn good. She has been at Goat Shed training, so we'll see what the deal is. But I'm sticking with Jillian Robertson. Umar C. Iwan Kutalaba. A lot of people on the Kutalaba side. I believe DS is on the Kutalaba side. Not me. I'm going Omar C. He's not like the best fighter in the world. I just kind of trust him more than Iwan Kutalaba. I've been on the Robertson train ever since I saw her beat the dog shit out of some bum at 297. Look, man, Jillian Robertson has made me so much goddamn money. The most money I've made off like a female, well, that was Juliana Pena beating Amanda Nunes. That was a banger, and for my wallet, right? For my wallet. But yeah, Jillian Robertson has made me so much money. I always bet her by sub. It feels like it always fucking hits, Zapper. Always goddamn hits. What do you think about this fight? Iwan Kutalaba, Umar C. Give me your pick. I want to know. I'm pulling up the odds. Give me a second, guys. All right, Umar C has swelled to a minus 310. A minus 310 at this point. So odds are going that way. That's not fucking good. Yeah, I'm pretty confident in that one. Move on. Andre Fili, Jose Delgado. To me, this one's like Jose Delgado is what Andre Fili was, right? When Andre Fili came in, he was like that young prospect. He was supposed to be the guy. Then they just threw his ass in the deep end a little too early, and his career never really panned out to what we thought it would be. He's had a good UFC career. He's been here for a minute. He's fought the who's who, and he's won some fights. He's lost some fights, but I feel like he never reached that max potential. That's kind of what I'm seeing with Jose Delgado, that like, you know, he's that new young guy. Like everyone's fucking excited for him. Big step up in competition here, right? Andre Fili's no fucking joke. I am still picking Jose Delgado, but risky fight, man. Andre Fili's been in there with better people. And look who's in the frickin' chat. DS, what up, baby? I sent you the link to your email, DS. If you're able to join for a little bit, that would be fucking beautiful, my friend. That would be beautiful. Yeah, but I'm sticking with Jose Delgado there. Move on. Marwan Rahiki versus Harry Hardwick. Guys, my pick earlier in the week was Harry Hardwick. And I'm fucking doubling down. I'm sticking on Harry Hardwick here. He looked great on the scales, man. He looked jacked. I know you guys saw the memes and shit on social media. Harry Hardwick looks good. And yes, Marwan Rahiki looked really goddamn impressive in his Contender Series fight. But, like, that's the Contender Series. Harry Hardwick, I know he doesn't have a win in the UFC yet, 0-1, but, like, he's fought better competition. He's more experienced. Rahiki's really goddamn young. I don't know, man. Something about this tells me Harry Hardwick's going to win this fight. I feel like he wins it. Like, it's the experience factor for me. So give me Harry Hardwick. We're staying on it. This one, super goddamn interesting. Vitor Petrino, the fucking steroid-abusing ass bastard, versus Mr. Titty Boy Steven Asplund. Look, I've been adamant. I don't like Vitor Petrino. I think he is a fraud. Like, he's an okay fighter. He's kind of like finish or bust. His cardio's kind of shitty. Steven Asplund has really goddamn good cardio for a guy that looks the way he does. He's like big as shit, sloppy, flabby, but he's got good cardio. He pops a little bit, like good jab, good power, good gas tank. If he can survive the onslaught from Vitor Petrino early, there's no reason he shouldn't win this fight. Zapper, after Hardwick fought the way he did, I don't know if I can ever pick him, but I do have a feeling he wins. I know, man, but it's a UFC debutant, right? Like, it's a guy that we're not too goddamn sure about, so we'll see. I actually picked Smith to beat Petrino. Knew the guy wasn't all that. I agree, man. Like, I just don't think Vitor Petrino's not that goddamn good. Hold up. Let me pull up his Tapology. Like, yes, he wins fights, but I don't know, man. Something about him since day one has always screamed fraud to me. Maybe it's like the steroid abuse. Maybe it's the fucking, like, I don't know. He's just not the right size. Like, something's wrong with this guy. Let's see. 13-2. In the UFC, he is 6-2. Lost to Dustin Jacoby, got knocked the fuck out. That was gorgeous. That was like the one that looked like Masvidal and Usman. Then he got choked out by Anthony Smith at the Pantoja Urseg card in Brazil, which was hilarious and unexpected. He's just not that good. I'm telling you guys, he's really not that good. Maybe he beats Steven Asplund, but I do believe in Steven Asplund. I think he is going to be a little something in this heavyweight division. Is he going to be a champion? Fuck no. But can he be a guy that reaches the top 10? Yeah, I think he could be at the lower end of that, 10, 11, 12, like right around there. So I'm excited for Titty Boy, plus 210. You sprinkle on that. You sprinkle on Steven Asplin by knockout. Like, I'm sure it's a better prop. I love it. I love it. What more is there to frickin' say? Charles Energy Johnson, friend of the fucking channel. He's taking on Bruno Silva. Minus 175 for CJ. Let me see what those odds look like now, because CJ looked like shit on the scale. I ain't gonna hold you guys. He is still minus 175. This fight's scary, right? Originally, I picked Charles Johnson by decision. I'm going away from that. I'm picking Charles Johnson, but this time I'm doing it by finish. Bruno Silva is a guy that is finish or bust, right? He's never gone to a decision. He's never been the full 3 rounds. He's always either finishing his opponents or getting finished, right? I believe I have that correct. Either way, he has a 100% finish rate. So he's a dude that's out there like kill or be killed. And then Charles Johnson, last time out, the first time in his career, he got knocked out. And that was bad, man. I hated that. I hated seeing it. He's taking this fight on very short notice after that. And kind of looked shitty on the scales yesterday, right? So that worries me. So I think the best bet in this fight is fight does not go the distance. Bruno Silva, notoriously a guy that's going to finish or be finished. Charles Johnson, last time out, was finished, right? So that leads me to believe there's a finish in this fight. I'm going to stick with CJ. I hope he wins this fight. You guys know we are heavily involved in the fucking Skullet gang here at D107 MMA. So shout out Charles Johnson. Good luck to him. Be praying for him. All that. Give me CJ by finish. But the best bet is fight does not go the distance. Punisher in the chat. Big 10-7. What up, baby? What up, Punisher? We're having some fun. We are going through the fight card. And then we can talk about whatever the fuck you guys want to talk about. That's what this is for. This is the pre-show party, guys. Hit the thumbs up, by the way. Everyone that's in here, hit the little thumbs up on YouTube for me. It would mean a lot. It would help the algorithm, as they say in the YouTube world. And yeah, hopefully get this out there to some more fucking people. We move on to a useless fight. Absolutely useless fight on this card. And that is Brad Tavares versus ya boy, Eric Anders. Brad Tavares, Eric Anders is, I guess, somewhat interesting. It's 2 veterans. 2 guys that are on the downside of their career, right? They're both fucking like, they're not starting. They're closer to the fucking end than they are the middle even. So here's the way I see it. To me, Eric Anders was never the level of fighter that Brad Tavares is. Eric Anders seems a little more done to me than Brad Tavares does. So Brad Tavares seems like free cheese. Earlier in the week, those were the odds. You guys are seeing them right there. Now Eric Anders is the favorite, which is fucking crazy to me. I'm going to stick on the underdog side, which is now Brad Tavares, unless some shit's going on, because that's a pretty goddamn big swing. We might have just found some nonsense, guys. We might have found the fight of this week that's going to have like FBI investigations on it, because Eric Anders was plus 120. Eric Anders is now 135. That's like a 50-point fucking swing. So maybe the best bet is Eric Anders. Maybe the best bet is Eric Anders, guys. That's huge line movement. I don't like that. I really don't fucking like that. That's no good. No good. We're gonna keep an eye on that one, guys. We're gonna keep an eye on that one. Moving on, Chris Curtis versus Mektabek Oralbai, this fucking caveman. So Mektabek Oralbai going up to 170. I know he fought at 170 last time, but he is a lightweight, but a massive lightweight going up to 170. Chris Curtis, a small middleweight going down to 170. So they're about to meet in the middle. And Chris Curtis, man, he looks fucking lean, guys. Chris Curtis looks super goddamn lean at 170. I thought he would look like very deflated and all that. He looked awesome on the scale, man. The pick is still Mektabek Oralbai, but I don't know anymore, man. I'm really, really starting to swing towards Chris Curtis. Like, I think he's got a fucking shot in this fight. I don't see the betting odds on this fight. I wonder if something happened to it. Either way, if the fight does happen, still Mektabek, but fuck, Chris Curtis looked good on the scales, guys. That started to sway me a little bit. I'm going to check out the line movement if and when it comes back up on DraftKings, because it's not available to bet right now. I might sprinkle a little something on Chris Curtis. There it is. Chris Curtis now plus 320. So these odds have fucking ballooned. They have ballooned in Mektabek Oralbai's favor. We'll see what's up. The pick is Mektabek Oralbai. I'm sprinkling on Chris Curtis because I'm a D-gen, and that's what we do. Balaji Oki, Manuel Sosa. Give me Manuel Sosa, man. I don't trust Balaji Oki. I don't think he's a very high-level fighter. There's just nothing about this guy that that screams anything to me. Like, do you guys like him? Do you guys think Vallejos cool? Shout out Joakim Noah for that. But Vallejos just nothing, guys. He's absolutely nothing. He's just like a athletic guy, some good power, but he fades. He makes mistakes. Manuel Sosa is very goddamn technical. So you're taking like the guy that's explosive early versus the way more technical guy. Give me the technical guy. Give me Manuel Sosa. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Luan Lacerda, Hetcher Sosa. This is Hetcher Sosa, guys. This is all day Hetcher Sosa. Round 2 KO is what I have predicted here. He's aggressive. He's powerful. He pushes a crazy fucking pace. Luan Lacerda is a very dangerous grappler, but that's really it, right? If this fight stays on the feet, we already know the deal. This is Hetcher Sosa. Bia Mesquita, Montserrat Rendon. Nothing to talk about, guys. Nothing to talk about. Bia Mesquita's going to get a finish. She's going to get it by sub. And then Elijah Smith, he's taking on Su Young Yu. Elijah Smith by knockout, right? By flatline. The last time we saw Elijah Smith in the cage, they had him facing off against an Asian guy. He slam knocked him out. Thought that everyone in the world thought that he might have killed a guy in the octagon. And then the UFC doing what the UFC does. They're like, you know what, Elijah? Have another Asian, because that's like the fucking trend, right? DS pointed it out earlier in the week. He's like, are we getting like another Drew Dober situation? Just Elijah Smith versus the Asians? What's next? They're going to bring Zombie out of fucking retirement? Elijah Smith by knockout, guys. He's super athletic. He's super fucking explosive. We saw what he does. And for the first fight of the night, Piera Rodriguez, Sam Hughes is an interesting one, right? I'm going to go Piera Rodriguez, even though I don't like her. Sam Hughes is just like whatever, but Sam Hughes makes, like, she's made a career out of like winning fights she's not supposed to, right? There are times when Sam Hughes goes out there and she looks good. She shockingly looks good. She's super goddamn tough. She keeps a high pace. Whatever the fuck she's doing is working. And then she wins a decision and fucks up all your parleesies. So look, with this one, I'm picking Piera Rodriguez. I would not be surprised in the least if Sam Hughes wins this fight. I'll be rooting for Sam Hughes. I'm going to sprinkle a little something on her, but the official pick is Piera Rodriguez. So real quick, official picks. We got Piera Rodriguez. We got Elijah. We got Bia Mesquita, obviously. Here I'm going Hetcher Sosa. Here I'm going Sousa. It's Mektabek Oralbai with like a fucking heavy lean towards maybe Chris Curtis. You know what I mean? Like a lot closer than the odds would indicate. Brad Tavares is free cheese. This one's scary to me. Charles Johnson, all favorites so far. Give me the dog right here. Titty boy, Steven Asplund. I'm going dog back-to-back fights. Give me Harry Hardwick. Here I like Jose Delgado. Here I'm going with Umar C. Here I'm going with Jillian Robertson. And then, of course, Dale Chino in the main event. Be a mosquito. Is that what you're saying? Be a mosquito? Be a mosquita. I like her name. It's a fun fucking name to say, Punisher. It's a fun name to fucking say. What do you guys want to talk about? We got about 50 minutes until until the fucking prelims start. This is the pre-show. Again, for everyone that's new here, do me a favor. Thumbs up, like, and subscribe. That would mean the world to us. Ain't nobody doing pre-shows, guys. Everyone's doing fight watch-alongs and fight companions. Ain't nobody fucking getting up here early doing a little pre-show, but that's what we're doing. Bro, you are a Syrian, isn't it? I am. Thoughts on Beneil being fed to Killian Salkill and possibly added into his count of another minority? I mean, yeah. I mean, right? Like, yes. That's my fucking thought. I agree. Poor Beneil Dariush. Let's talk about Beneil, okay? Beneil Dariush, man, a very underrated fighter throughout his career. One of the fucking best lightweights we've had in years, right? Like, over the last, let's call it a decade. Even it's been more with Beneil, but over the last decade or so, Beneil Dariush is the guy that's been kind of like overlooked with all these guys. Like, was he ever a champion? No. I mean, so Habib, like, here's the people you could throw above him, the champions. Habib, Islam, Ilia Topuria, Charles Oliveira. Those four, obviously above Beneil. Then there's some guys you can put ahead of him, right? Dustin Poirier and Justin Gaethje, the two interim guys. That's where Beneil Dariush comes in, guys. Like, do you get what I'm saying? He's better than fucking Muscle Mike Chandler. Like, that's been proven. Armin Sarukian would be ahead of him, I guess, right? Because he beat him and he looks fucking phenomenal. But Beneil's like a top 10 lightweight of the last decade. That's my point. It's unfortunate because it looks like age has finally caught up to Beneil Dariush, but a nasty grappler in his time, a very good fucking wrestler, good power. Yeah, Beneil is good, but his last fight was great. It's over. You know what I mean? That's the unfortunate part. The unfortunate part is age is going to catch up to you. Beneil has looked 40 since he was 20. So the joke's always been that, like, he is old. But look, man, I'm proud as a man of his, we're the same ethnicity. I'm very proud of Beneil Dariush for what he did in the UFC, putting our name out there, putting our flag out there. Absolutely love what he's done. It's just like it's time. You know what I mean? It's time. And Killian Salkild's really fucking good, guys, but the problem is Beneil's chin seems to be cracked. But if Beneil Dariush can survive a flurry and get this to the ground, like, we know his ground game is elite, way better than Killian Salkild's. But again, I expect what you guys all expect. I expect the joke to continue and this guy knocking out another minority and all that kind of shit. But Beneil does a good job at, like, not playing the minority role. You know what I mean? He's like super Christian. He's integrated well into American life, so he's not fucking Angel Jubilee. He's not, any of those other fucking guys. He's not like, why did you do him? He's not one of those guys, okay? Shout out Beneil Dariush. Love that guy. I have the Assyrian flag right here. I got a picture with Beneil somewhere in my phone. Great dude. Great fucking man. Great fighter. Great fighter, okay? We're not down talking Beneil Dariush. That's what the fuck we're not doing. That's what we're not doing. Let me take a sip of this coffee, guys. Woo! All right. What else are we talking about? Anything else we got interesting, guys? What do you want to talk about? Josh Emmett, he's done. He's done, right? This is Kevin Vallejos fucking just dogging him. Punisher says, if Beneil sleeps Salkild, it'll be one of the biggest upsets of the year for sure. Yeah, of course. I'm sure Beneil's going to be like a plus fucking 600. And I'm going to be forced to sprinkle on that. Here's the thing, though, right? Beneil he's fallen into the same trap as, like, a lot of these fucking fighters do. He was on that huge run, like pandemic and post-pandemic, and he was winning all those fights. Falls in love with his hands. It's like, brother, you're not a striker. I understand you have some good pop in your hands. We saw him drop Gamrot. Obviously, he had like a couple knockouts. The spinning back fist, I believe, over Scott Holtzman. He had the Drakkar close knockout, which is like super fucking popular. That's the one where they're all doing this shit, the announcers, and it was the first time we had seen that. The thing with Beneil Dariush is, like, you're a jiu-jitsu world champion. I believe he's a no-gi world champion. You're a grappler. Yes, you've got pop in your hands. He needs to fight like a grappler, but he doesn't need to be one of those grapplers that's afraid on the feet. You know what I mean? Because he does have that good pop. He is defensively responsible. But now, since he got, like, overly confident with it, he's gotten his chin cracked too many goddamn times. This sounds nuts, and you guys are going to say I'm fucking delusional, but against Benoit Saint-Denis, he got knocked down, it was like 10, 12 seconds, something crazy. Like, he looked kind of crisp for the first 3 seconds of that fight. You know what I mean? Like, he looked great until he didn't, and I know it was only a few seconds in that fight, but I was like, oh shit, like, he might get this done. I also don't think very highly of BSD, so whatever. I love Beneil Dariush. What a fucking underrated legend fighter, and that's not just because I'm, and we're the same ethnicity or whatever. He's just a fucking dog. If you guys don't like Benny, go fuck yourself, okay? Thumbs up on the thing, guys. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a like and subscribe, all that if you're new. Punisher says Sean Strickland versus Hamzat press conference is going to be so good. That's what we expect, right? That is going to be the shit. We absolutely need this. Sean Strickland's going to be out there. He's going to be calling this guy a fucking Chechen whore and a terrorist and all this, and Hamzat's going to be losing his mind. Like, extra security absolutely needed. These two might fight before the fight, but it's going to be, if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be Hamzat, like, instigating at Sean Strickland, and Sean Strickland just, like, tripling down by saying some crazy shit. I hope the fight is interesting and not like last time out. We were at UFC 319. That shit was a disaster main event. I fucking hated that. It was boring. I hope Sean Strickland's able to stuff the grappling of Hamzat Chimaev, which I doubt. It's funny, guys. If you go look at Hamzat Chimaev's UFC fight history, and I'll keep this quick, he has shot a takedown. I want to say it's in like 80 or like, I think there's 1 or 2 fights in the UFC that he's had where he hasn't shot a takedown within the first 5 seconds of the fight. So it's just like, come on, brother. Like, I know he's exciting, guys. I know he gets crazy finishes. He's aggressive. He's one of those fighters that gets your fucking heart rate going. But come on, man. Last time out was like a fucking boring embarrassment of a fight. Zapper says Benny has a decent chance. We'll see. Again, I don't think so, but we'll see. You think Paramount will cut the mic off within seconds of Sean speaking? No, and this is interesting. Punisher, man, I think that Paramount likes Sean Strickland, right? I don't think Sean Strickland would be getting a fucking title shot if Paramount didn't like him. I think the mic cutoff thing was the UFC. I think that was the UFC being afraid of what Sean Strickland would say for Paramount, like them kind of taking precaution and being like, they're going to hate this. But I think Paramount loved it, because if Paramount didn't love that shit, you bet your fucking ass they would not have given him a title shot. Sean Strickland would not be getting a title shot if Paramount didn't want him to. I'm sure Paramount loved what they saw from Sean Strickland. They loved the publicity they got. Everyone was going online talking shit about Sean Strickland, and they were threatening Paramount, we're going to cancel our subscriptions. They probably saw all of that fucking incoming traffic, which led to people searching up Sean Strickland. And I bet you, of all the fucking thousands and thousands of people that wrote Paramount, we're canceling our thing if you don't get this guy off the fucking air, I bet you nobody fucking canceled Paramount. And they're like, yep, this is the fucking guy. He brings us attention. We like him. He's absolutely crazy. He says some unhinged shit, which is going to lead people where? To Paramount to see what the fuck he's saying. Paramount loves the guy. Paramount loves the guy. I hope Sean wins, man. I want DDP as champ back. It'll be easier if Sean wins. I mean, yeah, like, shout out DDP. I just think it's better for the division. Look, I get it, man. Hamzat Chimaev is a star. Let's start there, right? You're from the UAE. Hamzat Chimaev is a fucking star. The Arab world loves him. The Muslim world loves him. And that's already billions of fucking people, right? That's already billions of people. Not to mention the Russians, the Chechens, the Dagestanis, everybody in that region of the world. Even a lot of people in the Caucasus regions in Georgia may fuck with him, and Armenia and whatever. Like, he's got fans there, minus the religious stuff that's going on in that region, right? So he's got billions of fans due to that. Then you bring him to America. We were at, again, UFC 319. DDP versus Hamzat Chimaev. We were at the press conference. The crowd was overwhelmingly in support of Hamzat Chimaev, which was crazy to me. They wouldn't even let DDP speak, guys. DDP would get asked the question by the media. The second he opened his mouth to get on the fucking mic, I don't know how it translated on YouTube or, like on TV watching the press conference. We couldn't hear Dricus du Plessis. That's how fucking loud it was. They were booing while he was speaking. It was nuts. Dricus looked like he was flustered by that shit. It was absolutely crazy. So, look, he is a star. He's good for business. The problem is he's just not active, man. There are the people that defend Hamzat Chimaev. And again, I get it. If that's your guy, that's your guy. Defend him. Support him. I'm all for that. I'm all for fans supporting their fighter. The fucking truth of the matter, I don't care if it's his fault, if it's not his fault. He pulls out a lot, guys. And if it's not pulling out statistically, because I've seen people nitpick that, like MMA Joey. Shout out MMA Joey. He actually follows us here. He's been on the stream a couple times. I know he's like super controversial. But Joey says things like, well, Hamzat Chimaev has pulled out of one fucking fight in the UFC, and it's like because he had COVID or whatever against Leon Edwards. Sure. And it's the same thing with Movsar Evloev, right? Where Movsar Evloev has like 11 pullouts on 10 UFC fights, and like 6 of them were him, but like 4 of them weren't. And it's like, okay, you can blame those 4 times on other people, but the fact of the matter is, like, you're always there. You're always involved in this shit. Like the Arman Sarukian situation, like where there's smoke, there's fire. You're always involved in some fucking nonsense. And when it comes to Hamzat Chimaev, there's always bullshit. There's always fights being dragged out. There's always fucking pullouts, whether it's him or his opponent. There's always injuries that don't allow him to take a fight. Then there's Ramadan. And then there's, oh, my hand is broken. Then there's, oh, my toe is broken. Meanwhile, I'm seeing this guy in fucking Los Angeles training like a beast, fucking dropping Khalil Roundtree. Like, that's bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, it's bullshit oftentimes. So, great fighter, super entertaining for the most part. Massive fan base. I'm sure he's good for business in that sense. Terrible for business in terms of, like, making fucking fights. But either way, hear me out. They should have put Sean and Hogan on White House. Of course. That was free. That was like free cheese that they fucked up. Mr. Mustache, what up, baby? Shout out Mr. Mustache, guys. Go check him out on YouTube, on Instagram as well. I was shocked by the overwhelming support of Hamzat DDP also. I thought DDP at least had a few fans. Yeah, man. I know you were there too. You're from Chicago. You were, like all over the place that fucking week. Dude, like crazy. I was absolutely shocked because I figured Hamzat would have a slight fan advantage, right? He is the bigger star worldwide. We have a pretty big Muslim population here, whatever, Arab, stuff like that. They're going to support Hamzat. But it was like crazy. It's crazy. I'm seeing like little fucking white dudes like, yeah, boo. It's like, okay, relax. It's not that deep. Not that deep. Our city has a massive Muslim culture, though. That does make sense. Of course, yeah. I mean, there was a lot of like Arab kids there, Pakistani kids. Like it was young. It was like a young crowd. It was popping. I get it. Still though, like I just figured like maybe some people would fucking like DDP, but no. And then it's weird. Anytime you have one of those kind of like controversial fighters, which DDP is a controversial fighter, they tend to like not have fans while they're hot, while they're winning. Then the second they lose, everyone kind of jumps over to their side. But yeah, long story short, man, like DDP was consistent. He fought once every 6-7 months. It was 6 or 7 every time. That fight was in August. We were in March, so that's September, October, November, December, January, February, March. We've already been 7, April, and then he's fighting in May. So 9 months, and he took no fucking damage in that fight, guys. No damage, man. Like, that's my point. 9 months is okay to take off if you're a champion. Like, I'm okay with a 9-month layoff so far as, like, there's been, you went to war. I'm okay with it. 9 months you laid on top of a guy for 5 rounds and I was in more pain watching that fight than fucking Khamzat Chimaev was. Okay? I received more damage than he did in that fucking fight. So it is what it is. The one who vapes, shout out the one who vapes. W take one who vapes. What up, baby? What up? Nice seeing you in here. I see you in Joey's chat all the time. Nice to have you, brother. The Punisher, the inactivity is so annoying, man. All the daggies are never active, barely one title fight per year. We'll get to that in a second. I want to talk about that. Bilal showed him who owns Chicago. Shout out Bilal. Facts, super fickle fan base. Yeah. Look, when it comes to the Dagestanis, again, I don't know that it's a fucking hot take. I think I got it right. Like, I'm a very impartial person, guys. Like, I'll be honest with you. Do I have favorites? Yes. Is there fighters I fucking like and fighters I don't like? Of course. I'm a fan, right? I get it. But I've been watching this sport for so long, and it's not even about this sport. Fuck this sport. Just in life, I feel like I'm a very fair person. Like, I can see things from both perspectives. If you're having a problem with this person, you guys are feuding, there's a problem with whatever the fuck it is, work, relationship, friendship, whatever. I can sit there and I can be like, I'll understand your view. In my mind, I might have an opinion on who's right, but I'll always see where the problem is, right? I'll find out like, oh, this guy's thinking this. That's why he's upset. Like, that's the truth of the matter. The truth of the matter with the Dagestanis, for the most part, again, you have to like fucking throw that out there. For the most part, there is Dagestani bias, right? There is that Dagestani privilege. It exists. Now, does it fully exist where it's every Dagestani fighter 100% of the time? No, obviously not, right? When it comes to Magomed Ankalaev, like, they're like, oh, where's the Dagestani privilege there? He's not getting a fucking rematch against Alex Pereira, and he beat him dominantly the first time and got fluked the second time. It's like, yeah, they don't like Magomed Ankalaev. They've never liked Magomed Ankalaev. When they gave him the title shot against Jan Blachowicz, when the belt was open or whatever, they could have given him that fight. I think the UFC has a hand in what the judges do. Again, I'm just playing a character, right? It is what it is. It's all a joke. But the UFC, I think, has a hand in the judges' scorecards oftentimes for these massive fights. They could have gave Magomed Ankalaev that fight. They chose not to. They chose to make that fight a draw. Because they didn't like him. Then he forced their hand to give him a title shot, right? Just like Bilal Muhammad forced their hand to give him a title shot. Merab Dvalishvili forced their hand to give him a title shot. When you go out there and you win 12, 13 fights in a row, they don't have a fucking choice anymore. They've already tried to fuck you for 5 fights before that. Trust me. Go look at the schedule. Go look at the strength of schedule of guys like Merab and Bilal and even Beneil when he was on that huge win streak. They try to fuck you over if they don't like you. And if they like you, they're going to give you a title shot on 6, 7 fights on your first time. If they love you, 1 fight after losing a fight, you can get a title shot. So there is a Dagestani bias in terms of, like, look at Islam Makhachev. Islam Makhachev, to me, best fighter in the world. So I'm going to start with that, just so you guys know where the fuck I'm at. He's the number 1 pound for pound fighter. I think he is the best fighter on the planet. He fought fucking Bobby Green to get a title shot. He fought Bobby Green. He fought Drew Dober. That was his route to the title. Dan Hooker on like 4 days notice during COVID. Like, that's privilege. I'm sorry. That's fucking privilege. For the people who say dominantly the first time, there was 1 successful takedown in the whole fight. and that was by Pereira. Ank as shit. Yeah, I look, it wasn't dominant. Again, it was a closer fight than people like to admit, but Ankalaev like clearly won, and maybe not dominantly, right? But clearly he was the winner of that fight. Gamrot will be the guy to fraud check Salkid. Mateus Gamrot's a nasty grappler. Maybe we find out Killian Salkid's not really all that on the ground, and Makhachev is valid. Yeah. So that's the thing, right? Like, is there Dagestani privilege? Like, yes, man. Like, think about a guy, again, he's not Dagestani, he's from Ingushetia, but the guy that we're going to see next week. Like, come on, guys, fucking Movsar Evloyev. Like, what are we talking about? He's had more fights canceled in the UFC than fights that he has fought. And he's getting a number. I know he's 9-0, 10-0 in the UFC, but if he wins this fight next Saturday, he's going to get a title shot. There's nobody that would deserve it more than him. But, like, that's the type of guy that you need to be punishing. Yet you're punishing an Arman Sarukian who fucked up once, right? Versus a guy who's a multiple fucking serial offender of fucking up. So, I don't know. That exists. It's out there. Dominant is something like maybe Ilya versus Emmett or even a Charles versus Max. Charles at least tried to look for submissions, beat Max on the feet too. Right. That's a big conversation. So at the end of last year, we were having that conversation a lot, right? And a lot of it centered around Islam Makhachev. It's centered around Hamzat Chimaev, Valentina Shevchenko, where there was three main and co-main event title fights towards the end of the year that were boring, for the lack of a better term, where it was just like a wrestling grapple fuck fest, where it was the person laying on top of the other person for 5 rounds, the opponent having nothing that they could do about it. And people were like, this is boring, right? And again, fair, justifiably fair. Like, I get it. Again, if that's your guy, if that's your girl, if you're a Valentina Shevchenko fan, you're probably sitting there like, hell yeah, enjoying the shit out of her ragdolling Wei Li. But for those in the majority, the people that are kind of like, well, I like Valentina, but I also really like Wei Li, or you're a Wei Li fan, you're probably like, this fucking sucks. This is boring as shit. I hate this lady for what she's doing. Like, she is being whack. And the conversation last year was that was all super goddamn boring, but like, you were an asshole for saying those people were boring. Yet the whole conversation, the entire year, the main conversation in the world of MMA last year was Merab Dvalishvili, his massive fucking title run, his super impressive 4 fights that he had or whatever. And the whole conversation was, this guy fucking sucks. This guy's boring. So it's like, okay. So as a community, it's okay for us to say that Merab is boring, which he's fucking not. But it was like a problem when we started saying it towards Islam or towards Hamzat or even towards Valentina Shevchenko, right? It's fair to give criticism here, but it's not fair to give criticism here. Then with the whole Tom Aspinall situation, whatever side of that you're on, whether you think Tom Aspinall is really goddamn injured or whether you think he's a fucking liar, it was okay to throw like some bullshit at Cyril Gahn and call him a cheater, but like, you couldn't question Tom Aspinall. Like, that's the problem, man. Like, in the MMA community, everything has to be one way. I just don't see that. And it is what it is, guys. Like, that's just my viewpoint. I just think you need to be able to like fucking take it if you're dishing it out. And I also think we need to be like, we need to notice there is an area that is gray and everything. Nothing is black and white. Nothing is black or white. Everything lies somewhere in the middle. We just got to get the fuck over it. And yeah, take our feelings out of it. Merab hate can't be handled. Merab the GOAT for real. Absolutely. Shout out Merab. GOAT. Bantamweight GOAT at least. Mr. Mustache, you're spitting facts right now. Thank you, brother. That's what I like to do. I like to spit some facts. If somebody can throw me some shit in the chat, we could talk about whatever y'all want to talk about, because I'm done having that conversation. I'm excited about Kevin Vallejos, Dale Chino. I'll tell you guys that much. We have half an hour left until the fight card starts. I smell someone's making food in my house. It smells fucking delicious, guys. I'm about to check that out as soon as we get out of here. My big ass needs something to eat. But yeah, Kevin Vallejos. I'm excited, guys. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for Kevin Vallejos. The rest of this card's okay. Like, do I care really about Jillian Robertson and Amanda Lemos? No. Is there anyone else I'm excited for? I guess I'm excited for Harry Hardwick. I'd like to see him, pull out a fucking victory, first victory in the UFC. Mr. Mustache, anyone else think Chris Curtis going to pull an upset? I think it's possible. But the odds have swelled on that. Miktabek Oralbai is now like, as of like 2 days ago, here, I have the odds. Fucking, what am I doing? I'm sitting here thinking about it. 3 days ago, he was a minus 278. Now, Miktabek Oralbai is a minus 410. So that has gone crazy. So something might be going on. There was another huge fight flip. Gotta find which one was it. Was it this one? Eric Anders was a dog 3 days ago, and he's like a pretty decent favorite right now against Brad Tavares, which to me makes no fucking sense. That's one of those where we're gonna hear in like 2 hours. I'm gonna be watching the prelims. It's gonna be like, yo, betting scandal, fucking Brad Tavares' family's being held hostage, some bullshit. Also, when the fuck did Chris Curtis and Sean hate each other? I thought they were homies. They're still homies, but what happened, what turned out, to be the case, Chris Curtis, I didn't even know this. He's like super liberal. And Sean Strickland, obviously very goddamn conservative in his viewpoints. So they have those conversations. They're at the gym with each other all the time. So they get like politically fucking heated with each other, as sometimes friends do, as sometimes family members do. I'm sure you guys have friends and family members of the opposite political persuasion. Those fights will get super goddamn heated, and, it is what it is. And then Sean's not like the best guy to, if you're a black guy, imagine Sean Strickland's your best friend. Like, I'm sure he says some crazy shit. Yeah, massive shift. This is why I don't bet. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't get it, man. What up, big dog? What up, Teron Brown? He's got Brad Tavares. I have Brad Tavares too, but now he's a fucking big underdog. So I guess I need to like bet Brad Tavares now as opposed to the earlier bet that I had on him. Not that excited for this card, but I'm gonna check it out anyways. Yeah, it's not like the best card, but there's some interesting shit. Like, here, let's go through it real quick. By the way, guys, like, subscribe. It would mean the world to me. Thumbs up would be fucking dope. All that shit. Yes. Pierre Rodriguez, Sam Hughes. Excitement level for this fight, too. Like, do I really give a fuck? I don't like Pierre Rodriguez. Sam Hughes is old, but, like, she can make it somewhat scrappy. So that we're going over excitement level now, okay? Elijah Smith, Su Young Yu. This one I'm excited about. This one's interesting. Elijah Smith gave us, like, the KO of the year last year, KO of the fucking decade with that slam. Last time out, he's a young prospect. He looks dope. Excitement level like 8. I'll be honest with you. I'm excited as a hardcore of this sport. I'm excited for Elijah Smith. Bia Mesquita and Montserrat Rendon like 3. Bia Mesquita is a high level grappler, world champion jiu-jitsu practitioner. 3-4. Like she's legit as fuck on the ground. So interested to see that. Luan Lacerda, Hecher Sosa like 4. I'm excited about Hecher Sosa a little bit. This one, 2. I don't really give a shit about this fight. This is like a 6, 7, right? 6, 7 in terms of interest. I mean, Chris Curtis moving down in weight's interesting. Anytime Mekdebek oral buy fights, it's pretty goddamn interesting. This one's like a 2. I don't care about these 2 veterans. This to me is like an 8, okay? As y'all know, Charles Johnson, friend of the channel, that's our boy, taking on Bruno Silva. This is an exciting fight in general. But more so, I'm interested to see what does Charles Johnson look like after being finished for the first time last time out, knocked out. Is his chin recovered? Is this the fucking downfall? I hope not. Knock on wood. Hoping and praying for him. So this one's going to get me really goddamn nervous. So I'm excited for this one. This one I'm excited for, man. Titty boy, Steven Asplin, 8. Like, let's see what's up. This is like a 6, 7 as well. This is like a 6, 7 as well. This fight, like a 3. I don't really care about this one. This is a 3. And then the interest level is like an 8, but it's only because I love Kevin Vallejos, right? I'm super interested in Kevin Vallejos. Josh Emmett, I like as well in general, but Kevin Vallejos is the real fucking deal, guys. This is a future title contender. I'm telling y'all. Let's see what's going on with the chat. I love Brad over 5 minutes, but he quickly fades after. He was dusting DDP and just stopped fighting. But that was the story of DDP at that time, right? Everyone was kind of fucking on DDP for a little bit, and then he was just like figuring it out. So I don't know. I mean, Brad Tavares is a legend. Like, he's fought the who's who. He's fought everybody. He has some interesting wins. Like, Brad Tavares was that guy, dude. But now he's getting older. You know what I mean? Like, it's clearly not the same. If you've been watching Brad Tavares for a while, like, even if it's been 3, 4, 5 years of you watching Brad Tavares, like, there is a massive difference in that Brad Tavares versus this Brad Tavares. Like, it's pretty clear to me. I've got the Tupac lookalike Smith getting it done. He does look like Tupac a little bit. That's very fucking interesting. You're right. Damn. Tripping. Like, got Tupac in the face type vibes. I got Curtis. I was like reading the time. Energy has got that energy, right? And he's presenting his energy. You know what I mean? That's what he's doing for us. Chris Curtis was honestly too small for 185. I'm glad he's down to 175 or 170. Yeah, he was amongst the smallest middleweights on the roster. So I'm super down for him to go to 170 if he could make it. And yesterday he looked phenomenal on the fucking scales. So it looks like this has been like a while in the making, and He knew he was going to 170, and he's done a great job with his body. Like, he looks right at 170. Agreed. Curtis is perfect at 70. Exactly. All right, man. I'm going to go complete and edit. See you in some time. Punisher, take care, brother. Thank you for joining. On your way out, thumbs up if you fucking didn't. Okay? Thank you. But yeah, shout out Punisher, guys. Exciting card. I don't know what else to say. You know, I'm somewhat excited for some of the fights, not so excited in some of the goddamn fights. The official picks of record, y'all just heard them. I'm going to be posting them on Instagram here shortly. There is no competition thing that's going on this week. They don't do it for Apex cards, which I don't like because we tend to go crazy on picks on these cards, and we've had such a fucking rough 2 weeks on picks, goddamn it. Me and DS are supposed to be those guys. Like, we are those guys, 70%, over 70% 2 years in a row. And we're just getting like throttled these last few weeks. What's the next card after this one? Next week is UFC London, I believe. I'm pretty damn sure it's Movsar and Lerone Murphy. You see? Yeah. March 21st. So is that next week? Yeah, today's the 14th. Yeah, perfect. Next Saturday, Movsar versus Lerone Murphy. If you're in the States, that starts like early. It's like an earlier card. It's not a nighttime card. Should be interesting, man. Rumors that Movsar Evloev has pulled out once again. I think it's bullshit. I think he's actually going to fight this fight. We'll see. Gene Silva's been tweeting. Gene Silva saying, like, I wish I could tell you guys what news I just got, but I will be champion soon. So a lot of people are assuming Movsar has pulled out, and they're going to be announcing that tonight. Or what a lot of other people are saying are him versus Yair Rodriguez. But, like, what's so exciting about that? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why he would tweet that about that. Elijah Smith needs a spot on a numbered card. I believe all his fights have been at the Apex so far. Elijah Smith is that guy, man. I think they're just testing him out. They don't know yet, like, his true level. I think he's pretty fucking good. I think he's exciting. I agree with you. A lot of people from that season that I really liked on Contender Series, I think he's like amongst the brightest stars of all of them, man. He looks like that fucking dude. And especially after that viral ass knockout that he got last time out, like, why not put him on a numbered card? But I guess they're doing a good job at displaying, you know, some young talent on this, right? Hetcher Sosa, obviously Kevin Vallejos in the main event, Jose Delgado, Hetcher Sosa, fucking, what's his name? The other Sosa, Manuel Sosa. There's some young talent on this card. They know what they're doing. The UFC tends to like theme cards together, right? It's never like it's never randomly put together where it's like a random Argentinian versus a Brazilian guy here and like a American versus a Russian there. You'll always see that, like, once there's a theme, you have, like, sometimes you have to dig a little deeper. Sometimes it's very simple. It's like, oh, it's Brazilians versus fucking English. But oftentimes it's like little subcategories, right? You'll see like, oh, it's like young prospects that they want to display, or oh, it's like old guys that they're trying to fucking put out there to, you know, get killed off or whatever. So one of the themes of this is young talent. So this is like a if you know type of card. I think it's a fight night that is going to over deliver from what we expect. It'll be one of those where we're talking like, damn, that was a really goddamn good card. How you like Bobby Green versus Jeremy Stevens fight? It's okay. I like the matchmaking. Anytime you put like two of these older dudes together, where you're not just like leading them into a fucking loss, I like it. I think Bobby Green is gonna walk through Jeremy Stevens. Jeremy Stevens was super fun at that Iowa fight, which was his last fight. I was there. It was super exciting. Got the crowd like going crazy. But come on now, King Green's gonna fucking walk through Jeremy Stevens. Let's be real. Jeremy Stevens way more done, like way more used up than Bobby Green. And we have 22 minutes, guys. 22 minutes until the card starts. Dale Chino. I'm lit. I'm excited. I'm about to finish the second coffee of the day. I'm about to get fucking jazzed up. I'm excited. Someone give me a hot take. Someone give me a hot take in the chat. What do we got? Any plus money? Any fucking crazy takes you guys want to talk about? I'm all for it because I'm out of shit to talk about. I ain't gonna hold you guys. I'm out of talking about this card. Ooh, I got Jeremy, but Bobby is a dog. Okay. Why? Why you got Jeremy? Let's talk about that, Mr. Mustache. By the way, Mr. Mustache, I don't know if you've tuned into these pre-shows that we do. So we do this show every Saturday. It's every Saturday, 2 hours before the card. I was a little late today, sorry. But 2 hours before the start of the prelim, we get on here. Sometimes it's me and DS, but oftentimes we'll have somebody join us, right? We've had multiple people join us, like MMA content creators. And my point of doing this show, for the most part, is obviously to have a pre-show. Nobody's doing it. But secondly, it's open to all content creators. So if you are a content creator and you want to hop on, you are free to hop on. I will send you the link, no problem. We've had No Bromo hop on. We've had like Fight Society in the chat. We've had just Harry from Pro Schmo Bets. We had fucking I Might Be Wrong last week. MMA Toad. We've had so many people hop on here, and that's what this is. So if you ever want to hop on a pre-show Saturday, you let me know, Mr. Mustache. I'll send you the fucking link, brother, and you can come on here, talk about whatever you want to talk about. To me, this is like besides being a pre-show, look at this. Look how fucking cute and beautiful this is, guys. This is like let's bring the community together. You know what I mean? This is like, let's bring the community together. There's a lot of drama in the MMA community, a lot of hate in the MMA content community. Not here. Not at V107 MMA. We are about peace. We are about love. We are about fucking unity. Okay, so you're all welcome to join us at any time. Let me know. I'll send you the link. I might be wrong. What up, brother? He was on the show last week. I might be wrong. What's up, baby? You want to hop on? You got 20 minutes. I'll let you fucking ramble for a few if you want. Jeremy seems to be fighting with no pressure lately. Yeah, he got KO'd by Perry, but Perry's massive. I see Jeremy catching Bobby before Bobby puts Jeremy away. And dude, thank you, my man. Yeah, it's not Bobby, it's King. Like, let's not fucking dead name him. You know what I mean? I got Bobby Green beating Jeremy. I'll definitely be coming back and take you up on that offer, my dog. Yeah, absolutely, man. Open to any MMA content creator. That's what the main point of the Saturday pre-show was to come on here, give our official picks Saturday morning. If anything's changed, we'll talk about it, and then to get people fucking going. I can ramble, but I have to go in 10 minutes. I mean, brother, whatever you want, you let me know. Link will be here. It's in your fucking hands. I might be wrong. Watch this. This is how you know I'm really about that action. Where are we at? Let me find you. I might be wrong. Where are you at? There you go. There's the link. The ball's in your fucking court. Okay? Ball's in your court, my friend. Now, Bobby Green doesn't directly look like Pac, but he reminds me of him. Teron Brown, it's King Green, dog. Let's not fucking dead name the guy. But yeah, a little bit. I can see it. He's got Pac-like tendencies. He's from Cali and shit. King Green might be. I'm saying, right? Let's not do that, guys. It's. What if I was just calling you something else? You wouldn't like that. If you have a name or a name you like to go by, it's like fucking like. What if it's your pronouns? What if it's one of those type of situations? Like I'm he, her, and I'm like, fuck you, them, and you'd be upset. You'd be really upset. That's all I'm saying. So he wants to go by King. He can be fucking King, like he's a 3-year-old, and we have to fucking feed into his ego and call him King. Like. As you can tell, I hate that. I'm being sarcastic. King is fucking crazy. I'm not calling you King. Like, as a grown man, I'm just not doing that. Kick rocks, suck dick, all that. Fuck you. Not doing it. It's Bobby Green. You guys are all right. You guys are all right. Dale Chino, guys. Anyone here, like, think Josh Emmett has a fucking chance? A chance in hell at Kevin Vallejos? Like, I don't think so, right? But, like, he does got power, guys. He's got one shot. We saw him put Bryce Mitchell into a seizure last time out. So, not last time out, a few times ago. Same here. I'm not calling King either. Yeah, that's crazy. Like, what is a fucking Game of Thrones? What do you want me to kneel in front of you, bro? Like, fuck off. King is crazy. Like, it's okay. You were Bobby, and then you want it to be called Robert. Like, fine, dog. You want to be called Robbie. You want to be fucking called Jeremy or Alexander. Like, fine. You can fucking change your name. King is I'm not doing that. I'm not calling you King. I'm not calling you my Lord. I'm not calling you God. I'm not calling like none of that. Like anything like that's above a normal name, go fuck yourself. You're not getting that. You know what I mean? Like I'm not appeasing you. I'm not doing that. I'm not bending the knee, my boy. And Bobby Green can go fuck himself if he wants to be called King. I mean, Emmett has a chance. It's MMA. Anything can happen. This is very, very predictable. I think you mean like not predictable, but yeah, I feel of course. And ladies and gentlemen, oh my goodness, look who has joined us. I might be wrong. What's going
up, brother?
How are you?
Good. I was going to join like 3 minutes ago. The minute I said I can join, I get called to fucking talk to one of my uncles or something.
That's okay.
So,
What do you want to talk about, brother? The floor is yours.
first of all, I want to address last week. I've been. It's a bit of a humiliation ritual. Last week was 4-8.
Jesus.
Let's put it bluntly. All right. We had pretty much the same picks besides the Ricky Turcios one.
I think I got 2 more picks than you. But personally, remember, as a channel, DS made us pick Max Holloway. I picked Charles Oliveira, if you remember.
Oh yeah, never mind. Okay.
But still not like fucking good, you know? I'm not like sitting here gloating. I'm just saying I got to protect my image a little bit.
Oh yeah. Well, my image is fucked. I have a worse reputation now than fucking Bill Clinton. So this week, I'm going Kevin Vallejos. I assume everyone is pretty much going Kevin Vallejos in this fight. But I'm going to be fucking nervous because Josh Emmett always just has that lingering power. And I feel like the way Kevin Vallejos fights, I feel like Josh Emmett could land.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know if Kevin can take it. Because he did have that 3-round war with John Silva. But Josh Emmett, when he leans into that overhand, it's a different beast.
You know what my thought is on that? I might be wrong, and then let me know what you see technically. Gene Silva is a very, very creative striker, right? He's very creative. Shit comes from weird angles, so he can catch people off guard with the little front elbows. Like, he throws a lot of elbows from weird angles, spins a lot. Josh Emmett is not doing that. Josh Emmett is very basic in the way that he throws. Like, when he lands on you and he hurts you, it's an overhand, or it's like a mean fucking hook thrown from the hip. So I think it's more like, if you're a technically sound defensive fighter, you'll see it coming more. And if Kevin Vallejos can just stay the fuck out of that, he should be fine. But again, there's always that risk of like, hey, it's an overhand. If it catches you, it catches you. What do you think?
One thing that worries me is Lerone Murphy knew his lane. He knew he wasn't going to swing with him. He did kind of, like in the later rounds, kind of throw with him. Yeah. But I feel like Kevin, with all the hype behind him, and with the way he talks on like social media, he's leaning into the memes and all.
Yeah.
I feel like his cockiness is going to be up to the roof. And it's just, if he's smart, he'll obviously avoid the overhand. But I feel like his ego might tell him, try swing with Josh Emmett. And that makes me scared.
We might see an Ilya Tapuria, Jai Herbert type of situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He might just get overconfident and just start swinging.
Well, I fucking hope not. But what's your official pick is Kevin Vallejos? How? You see a decision, knockout? What?
I see TKO rounds 2 or 3.
2 or 3. Yeah, I went 4. My thought process was just kind of a lot of good movement, step around Emmett, make him throw big, exhaust him a little bit, and then, put it like a flurry on him. Towards the end, do you think it's one shot? Do you think it's a flurry?
I actually think I think he's going to clinch a lot. I think if he fights smartly, I think he's going to clinch a lot, especially with the way we saw Youssef Zalal easily take down Josh Emmett. I feel like Kevin is going to show off his wrestling, get some ground and pound, bloody up.
Yeah, I'm all for it, man.
Yeah.
We saw Josh Emmett on the ground with Yair Rodriguez, got submitted there. Kevin Vallejos by submission, I bet, is like a good fucking prop to look into, because
he might. I think safest is just do rounds, don't do methods, because he could like use this opportunity to like show off. Always a complete game.
Yeah, it'd be a big show off moment, a welcome to the fucking top 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
If you knock out Josh Emmett. What do you think about what Tehran Brown says in the chat? Rafael Fiziev should move to featherweight.
I agree. I feel like he's severely outsized, and even if you look, like Arman Sarukian is bigger than Fiziev, and he's thinking about moving down to featherweight.
Yeah.
So I think it's the right move.
Yeah, I think Fiziev, those pictures that he put up on Instagram,
got all the hair off and the beard, and he's probably about 150.
Exactly. But he put up those pictures of his. I'm sure you saw those, right? He was like, before I got raped, or whatever the fuck he said on Instagram. He looked super lean, like super goddamn lean in those pictures. So yeah, 145 makes sense a lot for Rafael Fiziev. Walk me through your picks, because we got less than 10 minutes or 10 minutes till the card. We're gonna be getting out of here. Quick thoughts on everything here. Jillian Robertson, Amanda Lemos.
I'm actually going with the unpopular opinion here. I'm going Amanda Lemos TKO rounds 2 or 3.
I can see it, dude. I'm picking Jillian Robertson, but this is the fight. I've been adamant all week and very vocal about it. I think Amanda Lemos is very live. She's way, way better than Jillian Robertson on the feet. She's a big lady. If Jillian Robertson can't get her down, she's going to get fucked up on the feet. So I see where you're coming from. I'm still siding with Robertson, but this is like 50-50 in my opinion. So 50-50, I'll tend to go with the underdog if I truly believe that. But I'm a fan of Jillian Robertson. I like her a lot. So that's why I'm sticking there. But I'm with you. I can see where you're coming from.
One thing I'd like to say. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. What were you saying?
Jillian Robertson, like nearly, I think all but our last opponent, every single one of our opponents, you could see be like 10-5.
Yeah.
But those people were either fight losing streak and then lost the next fight, or on like a 2-fight losing streak. You know.
Yeah.
She fights people on losing streaks, and this is the first fighter where it's like 1-1, 1-1 in that past like 4.
I'm with you, man. It'll be interesting. I don't love that it's a co-main event. It's like too big of a spot for these two, I feel like. But
oh yeah,
it is what it is. Mr. Mustache says he's getting out of here. By the way, guys, go check out Mr. Mustache on YouTube and Instagram. Good dude from Chicago as well. Shout out Mr. Mustache. Nice having you. Like I said, brother, next week if you want to hop on, every creator is welcome on Saturdays. Charles teased the move back to 145, and then Teron Brown says he's picking Jose Delgado. We're about to get there, Teron Brown. What do you think about this fight? I'm interested in your take here. I'm sorry, I'm skipping ahead. Iwan Cutelaba, Umar C. Anything interesting here?
Cutelaba is a very interesting one because he's either the greatest fighter alive or a dog shit.
Yeah.
Just depending on like what Cutelaba shows up. I can't rely on that.
Yep.
I'm gonna go Umar C by very riveting split decision or a late submission. That's what I think.
Yeah, I'm not like a huge fan of Umar C. He's okay, but your take is right. Iwan Cutelaba, too unpredictable to ever fucking confidently pick. But if he shows up like a psychopath, maybe we get like the old school Cutelaba finishing someone in like 30 seconds.
Oh, one thing about Umar C. I want to flex. My best pick on the channel, second best pick, I picked Alfie Davis to beat Gadsy Rabadanov. EFL people out there.
Shout out Alfie Davis.
I picked Alonzo Menafield. I'm going to flex that now. So I have some credentials. I picked Alonzo Menafield late KO or decision.
Alonzo Menafield, they're leading him to death with this fight that they just booked for him.
Is that Shang Yang?
Yeah, in China and in fucking
in
Macau.
China. They're going to shoot him on his way to the ring.
On God, I'm with you. Andre Fili, Jose Delgado. I like this. I like this matchmaking.
Yeah, Jose Delgado. He's not 10-2. He's 10-2, right? I'm not getting that wrong.
Let me see. I have Tapology pulled up here. 1 second. Jose Delgado is where the fuck is he? It's not showing up. Did they cancel this fight?
Did it?
I don't know. It's not here. It's not here, brother.
That'd be fucking disappointing if that fight's canceled.
Jose Delgado. Yeah, I don't see it.
Damn.
Okay, but go for it. Talk to me about it.
I'm gonna look into it after this, but Jose Delgado is 10-2, I believe. He's 11-1. His last fight with Nathaniel Wood, he won that fight, in my opinion. I don't know how you feel about it.
Oh, they moved it to. I'm sorry, they moved it to the main card. It's the feature. Now it's the feature fight. It's been moved up.
Oh, sick.
But he's 10-2. Yeah,
should be the co-man, but oh well.
Mm-hmm.
Jose Delgado, he's 11-1. He's not 10-2. He won his last fight against Nathaniel Wood. I thought pretty clearly. It was a 2-1, but I thought it was a clear 2-1. Like it wasn't a complete shutout, but I thought there was very little argument for a Nathaniel Wood victory.
Yeah.
Sorry, and Nathaniel Wood fans out there.
Nathaniel Wood like needs some fucking help. You know what I mean? Like, he's been a guy that's been fucked over time and time again. But who do you got in this one?
I'm going Jose Delgado. I think getting robbed. He's gonna not trust the judges' scorecards ever again. I feel like he's gonna come out like a bat out of hell, and we're gonna see a first 2-round KO. I said in my video, I said rounds 2 or 3. I've changed my mind. I think we're gonna see an early knockout for Jose Delgado.
Yeah, I think so too. To be honest with you, Marwan Rahiki versus Harry Hardwick.
This one scares me.
Yeah.
Rahiki is a great fighter, but I do not trust that chin. The chin of Rahiki, it's freaky.
Freaky Rahiki.
Yeah, it's he's a great fighter. He reminds me a lot of he reminds me a lot of Yavid Bashara in a way, sort of, where it's like he's a great fighter, but the chin is a bit compromised. And I don't think Harry Hardwick has enough power to like one-shot him.
Yeah.
But if he does come out, like, you don't need a lot of power. If someone's chinny, if you go out swinging and you land one clean on the chin, it's kind of hurt. So I'm going to pick Rahiki, but I'm scared.
I'm picking Harry Hardwick, man. He looked great on the fucking scales. I might be wrong. So we'll see, brother. I hope he wins.
I'm hoping
I'm sure you are, right? UK guy.
Well, yeah, I did kind of trash him a little bit in my video, but we're going to ignore that.
Okay. Fair. Teron Brown says, I would love to see Jose Delgado, Diego Lopez. Maybe in the future. That'd be a banger. Octagon guy, what up, playa? Sorry, I'm late. Brother, you don't have to apologize, but go get your wine, get your beer, get your whatever you do, you do. Harry lost by getting kicked in the legs last fight. He got his legs torn off last fight. It was so sad. That
was a short notice against a lightweight.
Yeah. It's still sad, though.
Oh, it's tragic.
There it is.
Even though I'm a Kai Fernandez boy.
Vitor Petrino, Steven Asplin. We got 5 fucking minutes. I might be wrong.
All right. I have 3 because I have to go prep shit. So I'm going to get this done quickly. Vitor Petrino is going to be way too strong for Steven Asplund. We've seen Steven Asplund out wrestle before against Denzel Freeman. That didn't really age well when Denzel Freeman fought Josh Hoke. I think Vitor Petrino is going to have lighter man skill. And I think he's going to take him down either ground and pound or submission runs 2 or 3.
I'm picking titty boy Steven Asplund, big titty power. I just believe in him. The cardio's better. He's fast. He's fast for a heavyweight. I know he's not going to be as fast as Vitor Petrino, but I believe in Steven Asplund. I think we'll see him in the rankings soon enough. CJ, our boy, Inner G, Charles Johnson versus Bruno Silva. What do you got?
This is I like to offer apology before I say this, but I can't trust the chin. After the last fight, especially with this being short notice. Bruno Silva was originally meant to fight a guy with similar stature.
Yep.
I have to go Bruno Silva.
This was supposed to be Bruno Silva versus the English guy, right?
Yeah.
What's his fucking name? Loney Kavanaugh.
Yeah.
This was supposed to be Loney Kavanaugh. He got the Brandon Moreno fight. Yeah, look, I have to pick Charles Johnson. I think he's just a better fighter than Bruno Silva. I'm very worried about the chin. Charles Johnson looked like shit on the scales. I think the best bet in this fight does not go the distance. Bruno Silva is kill or be killed.
Oh yeah, that's like a big and where I am. That's like a plus, isn't it? That's a weird one.
Yep. Let's get it. Brad Tavares, Eric Anders. Anything groundbreaking?
I don't know. It could be a draw for all I know. I'm gonna go Eric Anders split decision.
Okay, he's a huge favorite now. Something happened with the line. Yeah, Chris Curtis, Mick oral by.
Oh, Michael Johnson Maxon.
Yeah. Literally. What do you think about this fight, Curtis and Mick?
Yeah, I'm buff. I don't know if you've said anything.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Curtis and Mick.
Scream froze. Curtis and Mick. I'm always been a Chris Curtis guy, but after his last fight at welterweight, and also I want to point out, Orobai is a lightweight coming up to welterweight. His first 2 fights are middleweights coming down. Very weird. But Orobai, I feel like this is going to be vintage caveman performance. I feel like he's going to get a club and sub rounds 2 or 3.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Mick, but a lot closer to 50-50 than the odds would indicate for me in this one. Chris Curtis is just a big dude. He looks great. He looked great on the scales. Manuel Sosa, Balaji Oki.
This is tragic. As a Balaji Oki glazer, I've been saying for the longest time, Balaji Oki is better than people think. He just gets matched up with fucking killers. And it hurts. It breaks my heart. But what I said in my video was I'm going to pick Manuel Sosa by either late stoppage or decision. But I do think Oki will hurt him in the first round. I can see that happening. But I think his gas tank is weird. Just depending on what Oki shows up. Because he might be disheartened after the last fight.
I'm going Sosa by decision, by the way. I like what you're saying. I got to disagree. I just don't think Balaji Oki's all that good. I think he's just powerful.
I think there's more to Balaji Oki. I think I saw like a fight in the amateurs, and he looked amazing. And then he fought Michael Aswell, and he looked kind of mid in that fight. But I just summed up to Michael Aswell's better than I think. And in fairness, Michael Aswell went on to stare on someone in Brazil. I think it was someone else's home country where they were fighting. Yeah. Can't remember the man's name. I think it was
It's
I
all
can't remember.
good. Octagon guy getting out of here. I might be wrong. We got like 20 seconds, brother. Let's get the
Okay.
fuck out of here. Lacerda, Hetra Sosa. Sosa?
Hetra Sosa, TKO rounds 2.
Same. Bia Mesquita, Montserrat Rendon.
Bia sub round 2 or 3.
Same exact thing. Sub round 2. Elijah Smith, Su Young Yu. Does the trend continue?
Elijah Smith, KO rounds 2 or 3.
Slam or just fists this time?
Elbow or something.
There.
I don't fucking know.
And Pierre versus Sam Hughes. Do you give a fuck?
Decision.
Yeah, I don't really give a fuck either. Anyways, guys, that is it. I might be wrong. Thank you for coming. Get the fuck out of here. Go do what you got to do. Guys, I'm Dino Bam. This is D107 MMA. I appreciate y'all so much for showing up. Shout out, I might be wrong. Shout out everybody that was in the chat. Mr. Mustache, Octagon Guy, blah, blah, blah. Whoever. Love y'all. Let's get ready. Dale, Chino. Let's get the frick out of here. Bye, guys.